Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it, and that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
They go play action, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Mayfield down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Mayfield on third down from his end zone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
10 more yards. That's a Buccaneers first down.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, 30 yards. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Eagles 0.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, 73. Tiger Hornets. 73. 63.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. They got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Crowd left Yeti. 73. Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Nine. Hey, easy. 63.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Great. Set. Tiger Hornet. Hey, 70. Crowd left Yeti. Hey. Hey. Crowd left Yeti.
Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Mayfield will have a 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run the draw with Irving. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Pistol.
Mayfield to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Hey! Alpha. Call up Yeti.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, Silver. Tiger Hornet.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Great shot. What up? 73. Man. 63. Yeti. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, easy. 63, bad.
An audible here to get a new look.
73.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Pistol.
Mayfield looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Makuba. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Great, set. Trimmer. Go Silver, ready?
Here's Hurts to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
And the Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running left, it's Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Alpha. Man. Tiger Hornet.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll try it now with Irving. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Hey, 70, 63, 63, 63. No touch. No touch.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Crowd left Yanni. Man. Hey. Easy, 63, Alpha. Crowd left Yanni.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
No touch.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180. Crowd left Yanni. Go Silver, ready? No touch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Out left to Dotson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Great. Hey, Silver. Right anyway, huh? Hey! Tiger Hornet. 63. 73. No touch.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add